Hey, what's going on, family? Do you guys want to read the memo that Elon Musk sent out to Tesla employees announcing that the company is laying off more than 10% of the workforce? This just came out over the weekend. The first thing that hit the wires on Monday was the fact that Elon is laying off 10% of his workforce. Isn't it just amazing how this information comes out the very beginning of a trading week? Why didn't it come out on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of last week? You're trying to tell me that they didn't know that they was going to get fired, that Elon was going to go ahead and reduce the workforce of Tesla employees last week? Are you really trying to tell me that? Why did it hit the wires first thing on Monday? Maybe because it would have hurt the price of the stock. So they tried to allow these things to come out over the weekend, beginning of the trading week, so that it can actually absorb a lot of the excitement that people would do, a lot of the fringe and urgent trading that they may do off of this information. I mean, because you got a lot of people who values Tesla stock. Like, they are on the bandwagon with Elon, hoping that Tesla will be successful. But then you look at the title of this article from Business Insider and you say, well, it may not be that successful if they're laying off 10% of the workforce. Is there problems going on in Tesla? Maybe they hit the climax of selling their vehicles, especially at a time to where a lot of the other automakers are coming up with their own vehicles, and the design of those vehicles look a lot better than, in my opinion, the Tesla models. Elon Musk sent Tesla employees a memo on Sunday, announcing that the EV maker will be laying off more than 10% of its workforce globally. The internal email was sent close to midnight Pacific time, per a timestamp sent by Business Insider. Wow. Way to go as a boss, right? You're about to start your upcoming work week. You click on your email, you see email coming from your boss. You open it up and you see that you got a pink slip. You see that you've been fired. You see that you've been let go around midnight. So the first thing you see when you wake up Monday morning, depending on your time zone, you find out that you're being laid off. In the memo obtained by Business Insider, the Tesla CEO said that there has been a, quote, duplication of roles and job functions in certain areas as the company has grown rapidly. This is just their way of saying, look, we're trying to cut costs because we're not making as much money as we were. This wouldn't be a problem, duplication of roles, if money and revenue was coming in. It wouldn't be. But once that revenue is reduced and is not coming in as much as it used to, then you have to cut costs somewhere else to satisfy the board of directors and the shareholders. And one way to do that is by letting go the employees. That's one way to massively save money right there. So on Sunday night, workers who were impacted by the layoffs received an email to their personal accounts informing them their roles has been eliminated. Quote, effective now. You will not need to perform any further work and therefore will no longer have access to Tesla systems and physical locations, the email read. You don't think these employees had a heads up? Like, think about the situation that they're in now. What if they didn't have the opportunity to go and plan? They just simply woke up, read an email. They didn't even go to the building. They didn't even go to their office. Right there, the email cut them off and said, look, don't even come to the physical location anymore because you don't have access to any of the Tesla systems. It wasn't even a goodbye. They couldn't even say goodbye to the co-workers, to their employee, to the people that they was working around. They got fired at home. Tesla shares price was down by 1.2% in pre-market trading on Monday on the back of the job cuts. Over the weekend, Tesla workers had speculated that layoffs were on the horizon as rumors that some managers had been told to provide upper management with a list of names spread throughout the company. Separately, Tesla started instructing managers in February to identify which roles at the company were business critical and had temporarily delayed performance reviews. But Elon said that there was too many duplication of roles. But in February, according to this article, they're trying to identify which roles were business critical and had temporarily delayed performance reviews. This gives them reasons to lay off the employees. Are they performing? How does their performance reviews look? It's the company's first large-scale layoff since it's laid off some workers at its plant in Buffalo, New York in February 2023. Do you see a trend? Do you see a pattern? They did layoffs before, but it was minimal. It was localized. It was only in Buffalo, New York. This one is more magnified. It's global. 10% of the workforce in Tesla has been laid off. This is a large-scale layoff. At the time, the Workers United Union said in a complaint filed with the National Labor Relations Board that Tesla unlawfully laid off some of the staff and that workers were terminated possibly, quote, in retaliation for union activity and to discourage union activity. Who knows? Tesla denied this and said the employees were laid off due to poor performance. That's their loophole right there. Poor performance. But in the email that he sent to employees, he said that they're trying to reduce duplication of roles. When you're contradicting yourself, then there's some other ulterior motive. You can't tell your employee that you just fired that there's too many roles, too many people doing the same thing, but then you're trying to deny that you're laying off people because they're trying to get a union. And then you turn around and say that they got laid off because of poor performance. Which one is it? Which one are you going to fall on and say that you're going to go with? The job cuts come as Tesla is grappling with slower demand for its EVs and its stock is down over 31%. The company will post its next earnings report on the 23rd of April, which is coming up. This is the email that Elon sent to the fired employees. Over the years, we have grown rapidly with multiple factories scaling around the globe. With this rapid growth, there has been duplication of roles and job functions in certain areas. As we prepare the company for our next phase of growth, it is extremely important to look at every aspect of the company for cost reductions and increased productivity. Again, but you laid off the people because of poor performance. As part of this effort, we have done a thorough review of the organization and have made a difficult decision to reduce our headcount by more than 10% globally. There is nothing I hate more, but it must be done. This will enable us to be lean, innovative, and hungry for the next growth phase. This is to keep the stockholders and the board of directors happy. Without saying you're in trouble, you insert these type of verbiage and words to try to quell people's uncertainty. I would like to thank everyone who is departing Tesla for their hard work over the years. I'm deeply grateful for your many contributions to our mission, and we wish you well in your future opportunities. It is very difficult to say goodbye. For those remaining, I would like to thank you in advance for the difficult job that remains ahead. We are developing some of the most revolutionary technologies in auto, energy, and artificial intelligence. Many people probably would like to see that word, because a lot of them would like to say, oh, so is Elon going to try to create artificial intelligence under the umbrella of Tesla? Well, given this memo, yes. But you remember he wanted a certain amount of Tesla stock before he was going to create artificial intelligence under the umbrella of Tesla. Well, he just mentioned it here in this memo. As we prepare the company for the next phase of growth, your resolve will make a huge difference in getting us there. Yeah, because they about to get worked like a dog. They let 10% of the workforce go. Those who are still there, guess what? Your workload has just been doubled. But we'll see. Now, looking at the stock of Tesla, we're not surprised. Like, we've been looking for price in Tesla to continue to go lower. We haven't changed it in our multiple videos that we've done since March 8th, March 9th. Here it is today. You guys can see that we have an ultimate area of like an ultimate area TP around $150. Currently it's at 157 $1.99. So we could get rid of this buy zone here. And the reason why we got at 150 is because this was the last point back in April 2023 before Tesla really went up like a rocket. It really hit a trend to the upside in price. So I'm looking for the buyers to try to hit that area. If they don't hit it here, then it's going to be a bigger move to the downside that we might have to be prepared for. Okay, so I'm not going to do that yet, but I just want to put it on your horizon, on your radar, that is definitely something that's plausible. Because this stock is in a bear market. Look at it. Something's not right, and people know something's not right. I don't care what Elon writes. I don't care what Elon tweets. I don't care what Elon says. The market is speaking that it doesn't value what he's saying. Because if they value what this man was saying, then the market price of Tesla stock would be trading differently. But it's not. So you can believe what people say. You can believe what you read about certain stocks. But if it doesn't gel with the price chart, you already know that what you saw, what you listened to, what you read is wrong. The chart is never wrong. The market is never wrong. Somebody within Tesla is not feeling safe about the direction in which Tesla is going. Not yet. Maybe they might change direction. Maybe they might find value at $150 in Tesla or down here. Here it is on the 5-weekly chart. Here it is on the 3, 2, 1, and the monthly chart right now. Like this has to, like if you're looking for a bottom, this has to be it. It has to, but so far it doesn't look like it's going to be. Not yet. I haven't seen anything on the chart that would substantiate that this is it, that's the bottom. So yeah, we're just going to continue to look forward to price action in Tesla reflecting weakness. All right, so I'm done. Yeah, go ahead and give me your thoughts about Tesla. What do you think the market's going to go? How low do you think it's going to go before it begins to reverse? Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.